Well, today we begin our fifth and final week in our series about being engaged. Share your heart and do your part. And our theme this week is on being inviting. Now, I want you to think about this. If you see a really good movie or you watch a TV show that you think is really great, what do you do? If you go to a restaurant, maybe even a new restaurant that you haven't tried before, and you think it's wonderful, what do you do? If you hear a really good joke, what do you do? In all these cases, whether it's a movie or a TV program, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a joke, if you experience something good, you immediately want to share it with others. And in this day and age, people will throw it up on social media and everything, and they'll communicate it as broadly as they can. So the underlying theme for this week on inviting is, do we do the same thing with Jesus and with our faith that we do with a movie, a restaurant, or a good joke? Are we inviting? Are we sharing with other people, I found something that really makes a difference in my life, and I want to share it with you because you might find it as helpful and beneficial as I have. That's what being inviting is about. And we see this at the very beginning of Jesus' ministry in the Gospel of John, and part of the introduction to Jesus coming on the scene in John chapter 1 in verses 40 and 41. It says, "One of the two who heard John," that's John the Baptist, "speak and followed him was Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. He first found his brother Simon and said to him, 'We have found the Messiah,'" which is translated anointed. And if you keep going in verse 42, he brought Simon to Jesus. So, in a sense, what we are called to be is partners with Andrew. We are to be people who tell others about Jesus the Messiah and invite and bring them to Christ's presence. For us, that might mean inviting somebody to attend a worship service or a Bible study or our small group, or a men's or a women's event, or a youth group if we're a teenager, or to a Sunday school class. When I was a young pastor in Pennsylvania, I got involved in the 1992 Greater Philadelphia Billy Graham Crusade. And I was on the prayer committee for that event. And as part of our church's involvement, like so many other churches, we were invited as individuals to be partners with Andrew, and in keeping a list of people, writing their names down who we were praying for, who we were seeking to continue to build a relationship with, and who we could invite to attend the Billy Graham Crusade. And that same model is really good for you and for me to this day. We all should have a list of people, whether it's 1 to 5 people, who don't know Christ, who don't regularly attend a local church, who we're in relationship with, who we can share as appropriate with about, this is what I know about Jesus, this is what he does for me, this is what belonging to BBC, this is how it positively impacts my life. And throughout this week, as we talk about inviting, I want you to be thinking about that and maybe trying to come up with a few names, even if it's just 3 names. Who are you praying for? Who are you building a relationship with? Who are you inviting to come and see Jesus?